Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kimo CPT, and I'm back with another video, man. Now look, something quite interesting happened, man. Maglera Doe boy just did the race. He did the dash. Decided to deactivate his Twitter account, right? After people dug up his old tweets when he was basically explaining why he stopped calling women bitches, right? So a lot of people dug his old tweets. But before we get into that, I will just read some of the things he said that led up to people digging up his own tweets, right? So shout out to Chisa Live or Times Live, whatever the case may be. So this article says, Maglera Doe boy on refraining from calling women bitches in his lyrics, right? So Maglera Doe boy came out to say in a series of Twitter posts, he was inspired by a lyric in US rapper Vince Staples' song Mind Trap, right? And this is basically what he said. I don't call women bitches in my music or in real life. I think if you check my music, I haven't done it in almost 8 years now. I heard a Vince Staples song once and he said, calling women bitches will have you treating your mama different. And that stuck with me, he wrote, right? So obviously, if you get the gist of what he's saying, at some point in his life, it was something that he was doing and he decided to stop, right? So, and then he further goes on and said, Maglera Doe boy spoke on how he refrained from insulting women in his music for the past 8 years and tried to avoid swearing in his raps. Now, I made a tweet once before saying that, I think I deleted that tweet also, where I said Maglera Doe boy rarely uses profanity in his music. And if you listen to Diaspora, it's pretty rare that you will hear him actually using profanity in his music. It's rare, man. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it's crazy that Maglera Doe boy can be so swagged up, have so many dope raps, and be so hip-hop, you know, at the same time not being the guy that uses profanity, right? And then he further went on to say, it's not for fishing or simping. I can never be a man. I can't be around my old lady and my sisters. They know I did crime and all of that stuff I speak on, but it would shock them to hear me speak like I wasn't raised by a single mother and my sisters. I remember I said it once on a feature maybe like 4 years ago, and it didn't feel right anymore. Go watch my first sobering podcast. I speak about it. I know it's a hard concept to take in, but I actually don't even swear a lot, even in my music, close to barely, right? So yeah. However, you know, a lot of people didn't really trust what Maglera Doe boy was saying, even though it's like clearly self-explanatory what he's been saying. So they went back to his old tweets and yeah, that's the A-lister reported on it, right? So this is basically some of the things that he said. So let me just play this.
But Twitter users dug up his tweets from 2014 when it wasn't really about using the term bitches, but actually was, because he condoned violence against women, saying, women get hit and it's bad. Niggas get humiliated and it's funny. Fuck these bitches. I officially condone domestic violence.
Now, obviously, this sounds bad, right? This sounds terrible. This sounds terrible. And we can't act like he never said this. However, at the same time, it brings me to something that really, you know, sort of gets my brain going. Do we ever get to a point on Twitter where we allow people to grow and mature in life? You know, because I mean, he said this in 2014, bro. In 2014, how many years has it been? Close to 10 years, 9 years now. So it bothers me how people, like, it just messes with my mind how people can never expect someone to say certain things at a certain point in life and grow past it. I mean, it's been 9 years, dog. 9 years. So a lot of people on Twitter like to act all holier than thou because a lot of their things are like hiding, you know, they are hiding what they've been, you know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them, if it was to happen that almost everyone on Twitter just becomes as famous, as big as Maglera Doe boy, I'm pretty sure people would find like a lot of things they said when they were not famous, you know. And I think that's like one of the things that you get to learn, man, as you keep going and keep reaching certain levels in life. You get to learn, bro. Like, you get to learn certain effects of the words that you say. You get to understand a bit more, so you don't really keep to everything you said back in the day, right? You learn, you evolve, and obviously you grow as a person, as a man, as a human being in general, right? So for me, when people go ahead and like dig up his old tweets, for me it was really unnecessary. I mean, the tweets were bad, but like honestly, man, can we expect people to not make mistakes in life? I mean, that was then. And Maglera Doe boy did the race, man. He did the dash, like he was running from the cops. He did the dash and deactivated his Twitter account. I think there was probably gonna be like more tweets that were gonna be bad, you know. And obviously, as Maglera Doe boy, I think whether or not, you know, he's the same person, people still will use that against him. Even though most of the tweets, if they were to dig up his other tweets, even though they know he might be a different person now, people will use that as if it's something he said yesterday or said today. So it's like, I understand why Maglera Doe boy did that, because me at the same time, I wouldn't have done that. But I do understand that Maglera Doe boy is at a certain level in life where a lot of things that are public that might be reflecting bad upon him might affect him and his brand, essentially affecting his money, you know. And obviously we won't be able to feed his family, meaning he might have to go back to the streets, but I don't see him doing that. So I do understand why you would actually do this and deactivate his account, you know. But look, man, Maglera Doe boy is one of my favorite rappers, and I'm not, you know, I'm not just saying this because I just feel generally like everyone, any celebrity, if they said something way back in the past and they have a certain type of idea now or certain ideology now in life, I think a lot of people should give them like leeway, bro, you know, because I'm pretty sure a lot of us were thinking differently compared to 7 years ago. So excuse me, shout out to Maglera Doe boy, man. I really mess with Maglera Doe boy. He's still my favorite rapper currently. He's one of the biggest rappers currently right now, and he's one of my favorite rappers for real. And yeah, man, stream Maglera Doe boy's music. I really don't care about this. I really don't care about it like that. It's never that deep for me, especially when he actually said that he stopped. A lot of things, a lot of people are avoiding this. He said he stopped. At some point, he was doing this. Right now, obviously, I don't condone domestic violence in any shape or form. And I'm pretty sure Maglera Doe boy has grown past that. But you guys tell me what you think about this. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like, comment, and share. Your boy, Kimbo CPT, I'm going, and peace.